Hello, and welcome to Scream Live. Today, we have a new story for you titled Margie's Ghost in the Living Room. We hope you enjoy it. In a faint voice tinged with suppressed terror, my father told us a true story that had happened to him in his youth when he was in his 20s and still living in my grandparents' house. Their immediate neighbors were an elderly couple in their 60s, Margie and her husband. The two families were friendly with each other, and no one expected the situation to become a nightmare that still haunts my father to this day. During one of the harsh northern winters, Margie suddenly disappeared. Her husband knocked on my grandparents' door. Worrying was evident on his wrinkled face as he asked if they had seen her, but no one had seen her in days. It was a mysterious disappearance in the heart of the freezing season. A few days later, while heavy snow was falling, my father was playing soccer in the park with his friends. They continued playing until the weather became unbearable. His friends parted ways, each returning home. My father arrived home to find an eerie silence. His parents, my grandparents, had left. He lit the fireplace, trying to warm the cold, desolate atmosphere of the empty house. Then, he went to his room next to the living room, threw his things on the bed, and decided to take a warm bath to drive the cold snow from his body. As he emerged from the bathroom wrapped in a warm towel, he heard a sound. It was a soft, faint murmur coming from the living room next door. He opened the door slightly and whispered, "Mom." The humming stopped abruptly, replaced by a continuous creaking, as if something old were moving slowly. A strange feeling crept into his heart. In an instant, he hurriedly got dressed and entered the living room. There, in my grandfather's old rocking chair where he used to sit and read the newspaper, was Marge, our missing neighbor. She was sitting face to face with my father. She looked directly at him. Her eyes were empty, carrying an indescribable weight. She spoke in a barely audible voice, as if each word came out with great difficulty. It was very cold. I needed warmth. Panicking, my father ran to the neighbor's house to tell Marge's husband what he had seen. The two of them rushed back to the living room, but when they arrived, the rocking chair was empty. Marge had disappeared again, leaving behind a heavy silence and a sense of shock. They searched the entire house, calling her name, but she was nowhere to be found. When my father first told us this part of the story, it was terrifying enough, but the nightmare did not end there. The most terrifying part, the part that still sends shivers down our spines, didn't happen until the next day. The following morning, the authorities discovered Marge's body. It was not far away. They found her dead in the crawl space under her husband's house. It seemed she had stumbled and fallen, cutting her head on something sharp. They only found her after the smell of the corpse became unbearable. Her husband could smell it from his garage. But the real shock came when the coroner confirmed that the body had been dead for at least 3 days. 3 days. Yet my father had seen her in the living room talking to him just 1 day earlier. To this day, my father has no doubt. He is absolutely convinced that he saw Margie's ghost in my grandparents' living room on that cold day. He is not the type to make up stories or exaggerate. When he first told me this story when I was 9, I didn't sleep much that night. Instead, I spent it struggling with the shadows and imagining Margie with her ghostly features searching for warmth on an endless, cold night. If you enjoyed the story, please subscribe to the channel.